Hey, this is Mass 6 with a brand new One Punch Man the Strongest video. And yes, we know our next SSR Plus limited banner. It's Flashy Blush! And yes, this is a really easy video to do. So if you don't like my voice and don't want to listen to me talk, I'll just tell you straight out of the gate. This is a hard pass for 99.9% of you all. So there you go, you can go. Now we'll talk about the character though. So, Flashy Flash, he's an AoE DPS, he has a no energy ult, speed booster, energy removal, enemy speed removal, evade, follow up, extra damage. You hear all that and you go, well, why would you say he's a hard pass? Well, let's talk about that. He's a duelist hero, class S1. His basic attack does 120% attack to a single target. We don't care about that. His ultimate, no energy consumed like King, attacks all enemies with 5, not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, but 5 consecutive strikes, and deals damage by 120% attack. Grants enhanced acceleration, increases speed of ally in the same column to 90% of Flashy Flash's speed, only when ally speed is lower than expected. Lasts for 1 round. Removes 1 energy once per round after removing successfully, unable to inflict fear on the enemy again in the same round. His passive at the start of battle grants enhanced acceleration, increases speed by 5% if the main target's speed is lower than Flashy Flash. Deals 300% attack as extra damage. After any character acts, remove enemy's basic acceleration. Pretty straightforward. Let's talk about the Awaken passive. Flashy Flash has a 70% chance, and ally in the same column has a 50% chance to trigger Evade. It reduces direct extra charge berserk damage to 1 damage, which is really nice. After any character acts, if Flashy Flash triggers Evade, deals 400% attack as extra damage to 1 random enemy which is not in an unyielding state, and restores HP by 150% of attack 3 times per round. Pretty good stuff there also. His Ultra Ultimate takes his damage from 120% to 150%. The speed of ally goes from 90% to 95%. Removes energy goes from 1 to 3. And the Extreme Passive, it increases speed from 5% to 20%. And the 5P passive increases speed from 20 to 25%. You can probably see where this is going when we talk about the pros and cons with this character. The Awaken 2 ally has a 50% chance to trigger Evade, restores HP by 150% of attack 4 times per round. So let's talk about this character, okay? First off, gearing, really straightforward as you can imagine. Pure speed with attack is secondary. Speed has to be your priority with this character. That's what makes his kit work. So yeah, you gotta prioritize that. Gear set over stats, and also speed times 3 is a, yes, I'm gonna say it, a necessity, a must. You have to do it. The sets you're looking at, they're your ones you would expect. Fiery, Ninja, Flash, Monk. Your buff gears, attack with a speed 3. Class S, attack, attack. Duelist, attack, attack. So, let's talk why and how this character works, and the good and bad, and then we'll do the pros and cons, okay? So first off, if King is faster than Flashy Flash, the energy King sealed will not be affected by Flashy Flash. So King seals 3 energy, FF removes 1 energy, enemy is left with 2 energy. Got it? Boom. Metal Bat. He's immune to extra damage by Flashy Flash. Flashy Flash is faster than King, but only when Flashy Flash reaches 5P. Again, you can see where this is going. Chance of Evade does not stack with SF+. King can still be used if the enemy has no flash. Train Flashy Flash to 5P, then replace King. That's what the goal is. King can speed up Flashy Flash in the same row, and then let Flashy Flash pull the character in the same column if the enemy does not have a flashy flash. Lots of stuff to think about here, right? The character accelerated by Flashy Flash Plus can also deal 300% of the character's own attack as extra damage. Eliminating the acceleration can eliminate the passive acceleration of the king and the acceleration of the same row. Flashy Flash really is a PvP character, not really that good in PvE, gonna require support, not that great, so really if you're getting him, this is a PvP structured character. So, his pros. The only unit in the game up till now that can remove enemy speed, which is really nice, but the key comes down to a lot of times, the faster Flashy Flash simply negates the opponent's team's speed boost, end of story, if they can't tank well enough. The ult doesn't cost energy, of course, which is always a major plus. Provides moderate support and utility for the team with the speed boost, evade for same row, but again, that has to be OC2. The energy seal for enemies, again, 3 with KS. AoE damage with follow-ups, which is nice, and able to self-heal at OC2 also. Here's the cons, which you've probably already guessed by now since we're talking about this character thoroughly. You have to get the KS. You have to. Don't bother getting this character if you're not going to be able to KS it. Expense to build requires very specific gear, speed to work, end of story. So yeah, you gotta be prepared if you're gonna go after this character. Duelist slots are very competitive. Think about if you have Metal Bat, if you have Atomic Samurai. Since the Geru core currently requires 2 grapplers and 2 espers, you only have 2 free slots left. Is this gonna work in your team makeup? It's gonna be tough. You're gonna have to make some hard decisions, and it's not worth it if you can't go 100,000% into your build. Like I talked about earlier, he really is a PvP only character. You're not going to be using him in PvE. And lastly, if you already have King, you might not see a need for another speedster. Plus, again, if you can't have the faster Flashy Flash, what's the point? So yeah, it's kind of pretty much, you have to be, this is seriously the character you have to be absolutely all in for, or don't waste your time. So needless to say, if you're free to play, you are running away from this character. Save, don't waste your time. More characters will be coming, characters that will probably help your team build more than Flashy Flash. If you're a light spender, well, you better have the resources ready, because if you pull and want to use it, you have to go all in. If you're a whale, well, what the hell is the point of even talking about? Like I say every time, you're not going to make a difference to you. So yeah, this character in and of itself should be a hard skip for most people. Save, 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 save. That's simple. Fun character? Yeah. Interesting character? Yeah. Game-breaking, meta-breaking character? No, not. And kind of going back to some of my other videos where I talked about how I view when I build teams, that I don't think about speed first. I look to how tanky I can make a character before even adding some of the extras. That's the purpose of it. Why? Because if you are outsped, then you want to make sure you can survive, and that's the key. So again, you can put Flashy Flash all you want in there, but if your team is super glassy, well, it ain't gonna make much of a difference. You're still gonna get the shit kicked out of you. So with that, as always, please like and subscribe. It helps a lot. Have a great day.